You're tuned into Gear One Radio, broadcasting on All FM 96.9. And yes, it's me, Keza, for the next hour. But as it was now our birthday of 12 years, and also we have been nominated as well for the Diversity Awards for the UK as well. But we've got one of my closest friends as well, and I absolutely idol as well. I've absolutely think the world of her. I've got my lovely, yes it is, Tina Cousins. How are you?
Hello, honey.
That was a big impact, wasn't it?
Well, I was going to say, wow, that was fantastic. I'll hire you again, hon. Joking, but anyway. Yes, and it's wonderful. Great news on being nominated and everything. So I did send you a little message to say congratulations. That's brilliant. Everything costs for you, honey.
So what really, because we're catching up, Mysterious World was absolutely inspirational in the 90s when it was absolutely fantastic. Prayer, numbers of fantastic singles, Tina. I mean, I've followed your progress since I lived in Hull when we had the Fuel nightclub, and it was amazing. And I mean, you're so inspirational to me because seriously, I love all that kind of music, as you know I do. So it's like, what was one of your favourite numbers, more than anything? What's been your favourite numbers with Sasha, or would it be yourself more than anything? That's right.
Do you know what the thing is, as well, as much as obviously this Sash thing was huge for me, it took me throughout the world and stuff, and I had the time of my life, it's not quite as good. When you sing your own song, it's different, isn't it? It's just, Killing Time was the first track I actually recorded way before I actually did Mysterious Time, so that's always got a special place. And for some reason, that song just doesn't date. I've been doing that song for years, and every time I go on stage, the crowd still go bonkers. So that's probably one of my favourites. But the weird thing is, and I've had, obviously because of everything that's been happening with this horrible COVID thing, Pray has been requested ridiculously, because although it's a dance track, if you actually write the lyrics down on a piece of paper, everything that we should be thinking about at the moment is in that song. I've been asked to re-release it, but to be honest, I didn't want it to look as if I was just jumping on the bandwagon and stuff, and so I haven't done that. But yeah, even funny enough, Kelly, our friend, she even said that she listened to it again, just giving her little names off there, that she didn't even realise what the lyrics meant. But if you read them, they're actually so poignant for all the stuff that we've been through in the last year or so. So yeah, it's cool.
You're right, actually.
Before this happened, I was in recording again, so there is going to be new stuff coming out, so I'm excited about that as well.
Oh, brilliant. But Prayer, yeah, you're completely right about that, Tina, because I listened to it back just about an hour ago, and you're totally right. The lyrics are completely what is going on now. It's quite odd. Yeah. It's like I've just said to Rosella on our previous interview with her, everybody's free. And then you've got your Prayer. It's kind of very... your lyrics are very, very powerful for what's going on in the world this moment. And both of you have got to be a very inspirational song, that one is as well. You've got some beautiful songs, honestly, and you look absolutely stunning for it as well, to be honest. It does. You're going to do well with this.
I've been so lucky. I've pinched myself still. I would love to say I'm a little 318 now, but I'm not. I'm older now. But I'm really lucky because, especially the gay community, they supported me so much when I was started off, and nobody knew who I was. I did my first key venues and stuff, and the fact they'd never heard it before, it never really been played on the radio, the support and everything that I got was huge. And those people have stuck with me. And it does make me pinch myself, like I said, because I think, how am I still doing this? I'm just really, really lucky. And when people went into a record shop and actually bought a record, which is the download thing, it has its good things in some points, but yeah, you can't beat a proper record. I'm an old-fashioned type of person, so you can't beat a record.
You've been quite big in Europe as well, haven't you, for the last couple of years as well again, and you've seemed to I think the European market, like we talked before previously, we said the European market seemed to have really taken to you just recently, like Barcelona. Spain's taken to really big with you as well, hasn't it, Tina?
Yes, yeah. I mean, before this all happened, I mean, Spain, the average audience was about 35,000 people, and they were all chanting my name when I went out. It was the most, like, all the little hairs stand up in your end. I can't even begin to tell you what that feels like. But yeah, I get messages from Poland, Hungary, Germany, France. The list is endless. And some of those messages are absolutely quite heartfelt. And some of them are for people who I think, crumbs, when sort of Killing Time came out, you must have been a little twinkle in your mum's eyeball. But they know the song. It's really bizarre. I'm very, very lucky.
You are kind of lucky with that, because the European market seems to really they seem to have that kind of dance music. They seem to just take to it. I mean, my Maltese community absolutely love it, Tina, at this moment. This is why they're so excited that I'm actually interviewing you. It seems...
That's funny, sorry. I find it weird, because obviously I normally make a point of asking someone about themselves, because I think, God, how awful is it to just sit there and jabble on about myself. I always, even when I do interviews, I normally have a little chat and ask about the person themselves. And they're actually normally quite chuffed at you actually taking a few minutes to actually ask them about how they got into what they're doing and stuff. Well, I think that's only right, really. So showing a little bit of appreciation for the fact that we're doing a nice interview. So yeah.
Yeah, the European market has gone quite good for this type of music, and I think there's so much perspective with that kind of music you do, and I just take into it, Tina. Not even the sash stuff, the stuff you do on your own as well is good. It is very, very good.
See, the weird thing is, Killing Time, the album, everyone put that and said it was a dance album. We only actually had 4 dance tracks on it. It's weird, because to everyone else that was a dance album, but it wasn't. I mean, I had a ballad on there, I had a couple of R&B tracks on there, and I actually really liked a couple of the tracks that were on there. And even when Mastermind came out, there were a few that I really, really wanted to be singles, but they weren't the stereotypical dance thing. They were sort of a cross between that and maybe, to be honest, I hate to say that word pop, but they were probably nearing that a little bit. But again, the lyrics were really, really good. And the fact that it was called Mastermind, I thought that track was great. But yeah, I mean, it was a hit, but it wasn't as big a hit as something that was a bit more dancey. But as you said, I think people like to sort of used to be in a little genre. Whereas I think it's quite nice to try different stuff as well sometimes.
Yeah,
and I'm being a typical little girl, because I'm still a little girl inside, hence my nickname Tinkerbell. It is my nickname, so, oh dear, my entire family keep buying me things for Tinkerbell for my birthday and Christmas. It's driving me mad. So, yeah, little did they know that at Christmas time they was going to come down dressed as a life-size Tinkerbell and sit there and have Christmas dinner. But it made everybody laugh.
That's it now. I'm going to send you Tinkerbell stuff now. That's your lot now.
Yeah, well, no, they'd be surprised if we walked on stage just like that, though, wouldn't they? I don't think that'd go down brilliantly. But, yeah, but I just think you do get sort of, it's very difficult when someone comes out with the next album, like a second or the third album, because a little part of you thinks, oh, should I just play it safe and do exactly the same as that sort of genre that I've done before, or do I sort of try something out a little bit? And I think people appreciate, well, there might be a couple of tracks that are similar to the sort of vein that you normally do, but I think it's quite good to sort of divert just a little bit every now and then so it doesn't become samey. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, you're right. You're completely right there. It's like bringing different kinds of type of music as well, and you do bring some different things out as well as the dance stuff. You bring something literally totally different, and I think you will probably, out of COVID-19, you will find something what will bring Tina in a different light. I think. I mean, the weird thing is, I mean, even one of the other ones that I did was just around the hill, what actually started off as a ballad. That was just a piano and me. And I actually I preferred that version because you could really show your voice within it. And we've done that with a few of the songs that I've had out. We've done like an acoustic version. On television, I've done Wonderful Life, I've done 1 billion times just with a guy and a guitar. And I really like that. It's really empty and you can play around a little bit with the song itself. So, yeah, just keeping your finger in lots of little pies, I think. It's always good to
do that.
You do, and I think you will do well this year and next year. And I think when things are ease now, I think, Tina, we're going to be absolutely fantastic. You know that. It's going to be opening up for us all.
I'm really excited. I still get excited. If someone asks me, I never tell anybody what I do for a living because I think I don't understand I can be big-headed, even though, again, I am lucky. But when they ask me, the minute they start talking about singing or about music, I get really, really excited. Seriously, I know it comes across in my face. I'm doing it now. You can't actually see me. But I'm doing it now. So I get really excited about it. It makes me feel absolutely $1 million. It makes me feel alive. When you walk out on that stage and the reaction that you get is just phenomenal. Honestly, I couldn't even, it's very difficult to describe it to someone who doesn't do that sort of line of work or it's not something they've tried out before. But it's an amazing feeling. And I don't want it to go away. So I'm going to carry on.
I'm sure you will.
I'm excited about new tracks as well.
Brilliant. So we've got a new track now. That's what I was just going to ask you. So we're getting a new track, are we then, Tina?
Yes, we are. Yeah, we are. Just before the weird thing is I'd already recorded about half of an album already. So hopefully when things start to get a little bit easier to go back in the studio and working and stuff, then we'll sort of concentrate a little bit more on which one we're going to go for first and finish off a new album. So
you'll be joining
excited.
You'll be joining the test and trace thing, won't you? Then our little packages before you go to the studio. Then.
We've already chatted about that, so yeah. Oh dear. I am though, the same as you really. It's so nice things to get a little bit back to normal. I don't think they're ever going to be exactly the same as they were before. I think we've both been through so much and it's very difficult. It's just, we've all got that same little heart that's pumping away like bananas inside. So, we'll get back to normal in the end. Yeah, it's going to take a while, but I think we're getting there. And to be honest, the rollout of all the stuff has just been phenomenal. Made everyone else jealous, I think, because of the rollout that we've had with the racks and everything else. So, we'll get there.
Now, Tina, we've asked this to Rosella and you now. What track would you like? What's one of your favourite tracks where you would like us to play? One of yours. What's one of yours? We're not going to say Mysterious World. No, we're not. It's going to be one of yours. Sorry, Sash. But we're going to sit on Tina.
If you wanted to play one, we've been talking about it. So, just because of the lyrics and everything, it's just, stick play on.
Fred, that's where coming up next we've got here on Gay One Radio. I've got to say a big thank you to Tina there here on Gay One Radio. She's been an absolute fantastic, and we're going to be catching up with her with her brand new album and her brand new single as well. And I'm going to catch you up here in London as well, so we're going to have a full interview while we're down there as well. So a big thank you, Tina.
Brilliant. Thank you, darling. Bye.
Right, Tina, let's go and do this last bit now. Is basically I want you to do is, as Peter's not very well, I want you to do me a favour as well. So I'm going to say a big shout out to Peter, please, in Malta.
So a big shout out to
Peter in Malta.
Was it Pete?
Peter.
Peter in Malta.
Yeah. So a big shout out to Peter in Malta. Hugs, kisses from Tina. And then we'll do my little promo for you as well. So what I'll do as well, because if I do a promo with you, as Kelly always says to me, Tina again gets literally people listening and know who she is, and so we can get her bookings. It's good, isn't it? It's a good way. This is why we work well with Kelly, because people don't realise that Kelly's got full access to a radio station. That's how good it is. It's great, isn't it? Because the trouble is we can promote the acts, as Kelly said. It's like Alexander Berg. The minute I come up outside, we've seen her. Alex says, "Oh, it's Kevin. Kes is here. Oh, great!" And she said, "Go away, everybody."
The weird thing is when you actually listen back to yourself and you've done an interview, you always go, you're cringing to your own voice. It's weird. You think, oh God, is that really what I sound like?
I hate it. I don't even listen to myself even when it goes out in Manchester. I walk round, and if it's a pre-recorded, I'm walking round like my head down.
God.
Especially at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's peak time. So basically, going at peak time, your interview will be going at peak time at 4 o'clock till 5. So